Mirna Martinez Santiago. So I founded Girls Rule the Law in 2016 as a program, and it was meant to be an annual program where we would get together several hundred girls to be mentored by women in the law. But in 2018, having had all of these girls show up at the New York City Bar for the youth conference, I realized that there was a need for more than yearly programming. I realized that we needed to go into the schools where there was the most need, particularly in the Bronx, where the communities are underprivileged and underserviced. We then spread out and started doing standalone speed mentoring events. So Girls Rule has just grown organically from inception at 2016.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for coming to this event. We have Ebony K. Williams. She is here and ready to chat with you all and answer your questions. Right? So with that, I am going to introduce one of the partners here at this law firm. And again, we don't have a lot of women partners, so Ms. Maggie Welch.
We have women lawyers at Baker Botts who are fierce advocates in the courtroom, as well as women responsible for billion-dollar corporate deals.
Margaret Welsh, and I'm a partner in the IP group at Baker Botts. Yeah, we're so excited to have the partnership with Baker Botts and Girls Rule the Law and invite 50 teenage girls to Baker Botts today to talk about careers in law. And I think one of the great things about Girls Rule the Law is that it showcases what a legal career could be and gives people opportunities and to be able to have exposure and to network with lawyers and see what lawyers are doing in their everyday lives.
Without further ado, let me introduce to you our esteemed guest, a woman of remarkable accomplishments and true inspiration, Ebony K. Williams.
Excellent. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Let's try it one more time. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
That's the holiday spirit.
Ebony K. Williams. I agreed to speak with Girls Rule the Law for the simple fact that it's very difficult, really impossible, to be what you don't see. Please raise your hand not if, but when you matriculate to your undergraduate career, you will be the first in your family to do so. Put it high, be proud. I really thought it was a unique opportunity that Mirna asked me to speak to her students and her girls, and so many people poured into me. I'm not here today talking to you about this work. I'm not a practicing lawyer. I'm not a national journalist. I'm not really significant in this world without the countless women of all races, all ages, and all backgrounds who poured into me and let me know that I could be a girl and ultimately a woman in the law. Yeah, so I think it's important to understand that while it is going to be a tremendous honor and privilege for each of you to do what I was able to do for my family, which is be the first, and as our Vice President Kamala Harris says, be the first but never the last, right? That's going to be amazing. But let's also honor the people that made sure that we were in position to ascend to the next level, right? There is so much in our society and in my day job, which is mainstream media and journalism, that can leave young girls, especially young girls of color, feeling discouraged, feeling erased, and feeling not seen or not valued. But they need to know, and I make sure they know, I too was just like you. And it's because women like me today poured into me that I've had the blessed opportunity to have the career and life that I've had. And I want them to know very plainly and unapologetically that they are empowered to do it too.
So whether we're talking about the deepest shade of ebony, black, mahogany, right? Or the lightest, most creamy, fair shade, this is still an aspect of full, authentic connection to the diaspora. Our people don't look one way. Thank God.
As a diversity, equity, and inclusion professional, I tell people that you have to be comfortable in your own skin when you walk into any environment. For me, being a Black, Hispanic, woman, immigrant has been my superpower because I feel like I am busting biases whenever I walk into a space and there is no one who looks like me. And that's what we try to do at Girls Rule the Law. We try to show these girls who are living sometimes in poverty and in conditions where people don't believe in them, as Ebony Williams talked about during her talk, where she said that you're starting life off already with people already counting you out. And we're saying, no, we are not counting you out. We are giving you the skills that you're going to need to acculturate into these environments, into corporate cultures, into law firms. We're giving them etiquette workshops. We're giving them communication skills. We're giving them all the skills that they need so they can walk into spaces where they're not going to see people who look like them, but that they are going to feel comfortable being there because they have already done it with Girls Rule the Law.
What Myrna Santiago is doing by way of founding, establishing, being the CEO and founder of Girls Rule the Law cannot be overstated. We know the significance of Black and brown girls specifically seeing what leadership looks like in this capacity. And it really would be enough, right, if Myrna just occupied that space and representation in her own individual capacity. But she's not stopping there. She's inviting women like myself. She's incorporating big firms like Baker Botts. She's having people like Maggie Welsh, speak to these young girls and pour into them. She's showing the diversity of women in the law just by how we show up in the space. And what Myrna is doing will be impacted, it will be felt, and it will be realized in the generations to come as we see girls really continuing to rule the law. Girls rule the law.
Girls rule the law.
Girls Rule the Law.
You're on to something big.